Hi everybody, if anyone's joining you, I can't see anyone yet. I'm hoping comments will appear here because I don't have the laptop that I was using to do lives. It actually went on a bit of the blink, like something's up with the screen, so yeah, I hope that comments turn up on my phone today. I hope they do. Oh, I can see someone. Sorry, I'm going to like screw my eyes up to see who this is, but I don't know who that is. Oh, Tina. Hi, Tina. Hi. Good morning to you. Good afternoon for me. Hello and welcome to the Apple Blessing Spell live for Mabon, and as it is Mabon, happy blessed Mabon to everybody. I'll just give it a few minutes before we start. I'm so sorry that I'm so late. I had to go out and get a new phone holder because, as we know, any lives, if you saw, my phone holder has it was like a magnet bit at the back and it clips on, and it just kept the bottom bit just kept falling over and it just was chaos. Oh, hi Atina. Yeah, my son is part-time at the moment, so he came home at 1:30. It is 3, I think it's like 3:20 or something here. So I'm late, so I'm sorry. But yeah, so give it a few minutes and then we will continue. So for this Apple Blessing spell, Apple Blessing, wishes on the apple, you need just a nice bright red apple. I just went and got this this afternoon from a local fruit shop. So a nice bright red apple for Mabon, and for me I'm using a tea light candle, just so it just fits nicely in there once you carve out the space for it. That's what I've always done when I've done these. So just cut it out here and kind of push the candle in, and then I'm going to inscribe the words round here. So the first time I done this blessing spell was in 2021, when I was trying to conceive my daughter, and so I was just writing fertility and baby, and it was just all about fertility for me for the first time I done it. This time I'm adding a wee bit of that in because secretly I want another in the hubby Disney. So I'm adding a little bit of that in, and I have to say, and I'm putting in friendship and self-love and stuff like that, because I've had a lot of crazy stuff going on recently. So yeah. And I just have Alexa on in the background, playing Mabon music, so I'll probably move on to lots of different Celtic things, but I'll just let it go. I think you've put another 7:30 in California. Wow. Well, it must be almost 3:30 here then. So yeah, so I'm using a knife obviously to carve, so just be careful, obviously, health and safety first. So I'm just using a knife to go around here at the top, so I'm going to do that first. So I'm just going to get started with that. But hello to anyone that just joins in, and don't worry if you're late, you can always replay it. And also to anybody watching the replay, just join in as you would as if you were here when it was live. Let me know what you're up to for Mabon, let me know what you've been doing, what your plans are. And I've got a few wee notes, just because obviously I've done this before, so I've got a few wee things I've just wrote down, to welcome you all and say blessed Mabon, which I have, and I hope you are having a really good Mabon. And then I've just got a wee bit about this, like while I'm cutting, I'll just talk about the symbolism of the apple with Mabon, and just a little bit from this spell. So yeah, so I'm just going to start. Obviously, Atina, I know you won't be joining in at the moment, but hopefully you guys can join in later, and put your pictures on the underneath my live. Oh, we have someone else. I just can't see who it is. I'm glad I can see comments though, because like I said, I look like I have like, and this looks like I've got like a night dress or something on it. I promise you it's a t-shirt. So yeah, I'm just going to get started by doing the top. So we'll just chat away about the spell while I do this, and then I'll show you guys how it looks. Obviously, as I said, Atina, you won't be joining in right now because you are getting ready to go to school. So yeah, I've done all that craziness this morning. That's kind of partly why I'm late today, because everything's just ran late. I've just had one of those Mondays, like when people say just another manic Monday. It definitely has been a manic Monday for sure. So yeah, but I might have to go and turn this music down if it gets too loud, but it's okay just now. So like I said, I'm just like cutting the space. That does not sound like Mabon music. Alexa, play previous song. Alexa, repeat this song, please.
I'll repeat the song.
What was I saying there? Sorry. Yeah, it's just been one of those days. And which is unfortunate because I absolutely love Mabon, and I always like my day to go very, very smooth, and I just love this Sabbath. So, oh, a bit of apple just went flying there. Sorry if you saw that. So yeah. So the symbolism for the apple for Mabon is about the harvest and connection to like the cycles and like nature's rhythm. Oh, this is what I had to tell you guys. I was like, I need to talk about this on my live. I was going to collect my son from school. This is so cool. Like I was like, oh, bless the universe. So, and the goddess. So I was going to collect my son from school, and I was driving by a school that he used to go to that he didn't really cope with, and a murder of crows, you know how when crows are all together like it's a murder, just like flew right over my car. I mean, there must have been about at least 10 of them, and I was like, oh wow, like just because like Mabon, I just love Mabon and I love crows, and I was just like, right, that is like so cool. Like I was like, I love it. This apple has been fidgety. So, how have you been, Atina, and do you have any? Because I think it is just you, so I'm just going to chat away at you. Do you have any plans for Mabon? Do you have any plans for Mabon today? Will you be doing anything later on? What kind of things do you normally do? Do you celebrate it? Have you ever celebrated the Sabbath, or do you not really do Sabbaths and stuff? I know not everybody does. Morning, Angie. Hi. So nice to see you here. I haven't done a live. I haven't done a live since the Lammas incense, because August ended up being quite hard for me, so quite a hard month, and it was a bit chaotic. I feel like that's what I say a lot on here. I do apologise, it's not always like that. So hi Angie, since you've just joined, don't worry, I've not been live for too long. If anybody, like I said, if anybody's catching up on the replay, you can just join in and let us know what you're doing for Mabon. I prefer to call it, I do call it Mabon, but I call it the autumn equinox as well. So right now I'm just taking the apple for the apple blessing spell, and I'm carving out the space for my tea light candle. So I'm just working on that just now, chatting away to Angie and obviously, sorry, Atina, and obviously now yourself. So yeah, so what I do is I just carve the top. Some people use, I've seen people using like, you know, the the spell candles, the white spell candles, but I just prefer using a tea light because it fits in nicely and I think it does the job. So yeah, so I'm just carving that out right now and we're just chatting away. And I was just saying, like, for the Mabon blessing spell, the symbol of the apple is about like the harvest, like Mabon being the first like second harvest festival, and it's just connection to like nature's rhythms and stuff and abundance and all that good stuff. So yeah, and I'm so glad I can see comments because I do not have my laptop today, so it's just playing up. It was actually my son's, but hi Holly, morning. It's so funny, you guys are just waking up and I'm like afternoon. So yeah, so that's the apple here, and I hope this is going to fit in. I don't think I've cut it big enough, but oops, but yeah, so yep, yeah, it fits, yay. So this is the way I do mine because I like it, because the candle, sorry, when you light it, it just, you know, everything just stays, and then I can put the cinnamon round it, and then even if a wee bit of wax runs, it just all adds to it. So I first learned this spell from the White Witch Parlour. I don't know if you guys, I know a lot of people talk about book reviews and like different things. I don't have any book recommendations. I found this spell through watching the White Witch Parlour on YouTube. She was one of my first ever YouTubers that I watched when I started on my path. So if you want to check out the video to the video to the blessing spell, then feel free. So it is White Witch Parlour, and she has a website, she has YouTube, and she has Instagram and stuff, so she'll probably put something up for Mabon today. She used to be quite active with the lives all the time, but now she does more just posts, so that's where I found the spell from. So basically, you take a red apple, you take a candle, and then you inscribe into the apple what you want to bring in for the season, what kind of wish you want to put out, what blessings you want to put out. So as I said to Atina when I first started talking about the apple, I am going to put in I'm going to put a wee bit of fertility in, because I feel like I'm not done having children. My husband has other ideas, so I'm trying to manifest it for myself. So I'm putting in a wee bit of fertility, not too much, and then I'm going to put in like friendships. I want to I feel like I want to bring some more nurturing, understanding friendships into my life and just less chaos. So that's what I want to do, so that's what I'm going to be inscribing in here. I am using my knife just to kind of start inscribing, and I also have a pen because I feel it's easier to. Years ago when I did this, I used like a nail, and I just and then inscribed it. So whatever way you would like to do it, just add in what you want to bring in and what wishes you want to put out, and it's just such a perfect wee spell for Mabon. It's so simple to do, and it's just cool because it connects the Sabbath with like your wishes and your hopes. And I'm just going to check some comments. Morning Holly again. Angie says, hello, I spent yesterday making a butternut squash, chili and mini apple crumble cheesecakes. I am so worn out today. Wow, you baked. You cooked a lot. That's cool. I love that. I usually do an apple crumble for Mabon, but I haven't even started it yet, so that might be tomorrow's job. Angie's saying hello to you guys, and she says, I love this idea. It's the perfect solution for my altar today, simple but effective. Yeah, totally, that's what I mean. It's like you have the apple, you have the candle, do a little bit of inscribing, and then what I do after I do that is I put some salt around. I put some salt around it and some cinnamon just to bring in that abundance. And in the spell on like the White Witch Parlour's YouTube, she leaves it overnight sitting in some salt water, and then she lights it the next day. But what I'm going to do is, for me, and if you guys want to do the same, I'm going to inscribe it today and put it on my altar. with some salt round it and stuff and some cinnamon, but I'm going to light it later on, like kind of when it starts to get a bit dusky for me. I'm going to light it then. But yeah, it's so simple and it's so easy and it's so straight. Yeah, it's so straight. So I'm just going to do the inscribing as well while I'm here. Oh yeah, I think Sarah had mentioned this in her live as well, but if you cut the apple this way in Mabon, if you're ever doing any like recipes or anything, if you cut it this way instead of, you know, the normal slicing, you'll see that inside the apple it looks like a little pentagram. So I love that too. So yeah, I'm going to do the inscribing too, and yeah, and that's I know I could have done it off camera. I could have done it off camera to, like, you know, come on and do it, but I just wanted to do it with yous, and that's a nice wee way to connect and stuff. So yeah, so I've done the apple symbol and like where it came from, and once I've like done the whole thing and show you guys what it looks like all inscribed, I've just got a little bit that I've wrote down from like the spell and stuff. So yeah, so yeah. So what you guys planning on doing today? And Angie said she baked yesterday a lot. Do you have any plans today, Angie, or are you just having a relaxing day? And Holly, do you have any plans? Do you have any plans as well that you're going to do for Mabon or the autumn equinox? I'm just using the pen, guys, to write this in. So yeah. I have had, as I said to Tina when I first came on, it's been a bit of a crazy day. My son is doing part-time at school now, and it can be quite challenging at times because he likes to be picked up at certain times, and it's just, I feel like I spend my whole day just running about. It's just a bit yeah, it's just hard. So I've had a bit of a chaotic day, so I'm enjoying doing this with you guys, and even just to put this on my altar tonight and light it is going to be marvellous because I have not had time to do a lot of things recently. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've put an F and an S, so like for friendships, and the little love heart. So basically I've just had a lot going on with friendships, like a lot going on, just different things, and I just feel like I want to bring more abundance for that kind of thing into my life. So yeah. Oh, hi Alexia. No, this pen's not working now. Oh, Angie, I hope so. I really hope so. I think I've missed a comment. 2 seconds. Oh no, I don't like see when I do it. I had my hubby, Angie says, I had my hubby slice my apples and he ended up slicing them the regular way. I had to explain why to make them round because of the pentagram. Yeah, I love that. See, when someone showed me at a group once that that's what it looks like inside, I was like mesmerised. Hi Alexia, she said, I think I missed half the live. Don't worry, you can always replay it. Don't worry about that. I haven't been, Holly said I haven't been 100% lately, so I'm using today to hopefully feel better. My 15-year plan has, my 15-year-old son has football and needs a homecoming suit, but it's raining here, so I'm having a lazy day. That sounds amazing. This pen, I was trying to... Oh no, I think I've broken my pen now. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah Alexia, don't worry, just catch up later. I'm just showing the ladies that I'm doing like the inscribing on my apple. I could have done it off camera, but I wanted to do it here because it's a nice way to connect, and we can chat and like we can talk about Mabon and the spell and stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of what it will look like. So I've wrote F and S for friendships, and I've put a love heart, and round the other side I'll just put something for like fertility and stuff like that. So like a wee symbol, or like just the word like baby, or like whatever, just something for me, because that's what I want to write on mine. Obviously you guys will have different things, like maybe you want to bring in more self-love for yourself, maybe you want to bring in like more abundance for the family, for your home life. You might want to bring some peace into your life, some more happiness, like, you know, just different things. It can be different for everyone, like what you want to bring in or what you want to wish for, basically. Atina said she's kind of in the same boat. Do you mean with me saying it's been a bit chaos, or do you mean like having a lazy day? Either way, I hope it's not the chaos because it's hard to be in chaotic things. Alexia said, but I'm here now. Of course you're here now, and that's all that matters. How are you, Alexia? I hope you're good. So just to kind of recap when I was saying to Atina and Holly, so I was saying that I found this spell on the White Witch Parlour. I found on the White Witch Parlour she has like a whole YouTube video about it, and she has like different wee images and stuff like that, so you can check that out if you want. But I've just wrote down about the symbolic nature of the apple to Mabon, which is the harvest, and the connection to the cycles and abundance and stuff. And then I'm doing I'm inscribing on the apple what I want to bring into my life, like kind of like making a wish and making that conscious choice to what to bring in. So yeah. Angie said, I'm working on getting things ready for my online store in the coming busy season. It's going to be my first Christmas sale season, so I'll be adding business, success and prosperity. Yeah, see yeah, exactly, that's amazing. You want to add like the business side of things and prosperity, like to bring all that good stuff in. Atina says, things have been chaos, it's been nothing but chaos. I feel the same, Atina. I feel you. I do feel you. So that is how the apple goes in, guys, for anyone that never seen, like Alexia, that's what I'm doing with the apple. You can use like a chime candle, you can use a spell candle, a chime candle if you wish. Obviously the hole just needs to be probably deeper and smaller, but I prefer to use the tea light because I just find it easier to light in the, like at night time. Alexia said, I've got so many things going on, lots of job interviews, doctor's appointments, so this weekend was chill time. I'm so glad. I have had so many busy weekends with different things. I cannot wait to chill this week, at least if it's one day. Hi Olivia, welcome. Hello. So I'm just doing the other side, guys, and I will show you in a minute. And then I will go and get my cinnamon because I forgot it. I've left it in the kitchen. I mean, obviously. So yeah, as I said, I done this spell when I was trying to conceive my daughter, and honestly, like, I feel like the Mabon season and right into like the November season, and like just like lighting candles and doing everything to bring that good stuff in, I think it really helped. Obviously, my daughter was born via like IVF, so obviously science helped too, but I do believe that I had something inside me like well wishing that to come true. So yeah, so this is what I've wrote on the other side, like I've just wrote the word baby because I want to bring fertility in, so that's for obviously very different reasons to what other people will want to bring in, but yeah, so that's what I've wrote on one side, and the other side says friendships where we love heart, because I've had a lot of things going on in the background, so yeah. I may do another one and like put, like you say, Angie, different things like business and prosperity and stuff. I don't have a business at the moment, but I've always wanted to make my own candles and make my own kind of small, like kind of altar-y type Sabbath things, and I've just never put the time aside to organise it and get things moving. So yeah, so that's what it looks like when it's done, just inscribed all the way around. You can put sigils into it, you can put symbols, you could put runes, words, like just anything that means to you what you want to bring in for this season and Sabbath. And then the candle goes in like this, and obviously I light it at the top. I'm not going to light it right now because obviously, as I said, I want to light it later on. So I'm going to go and grab the cinnamon. I'm going to go and grab the cinnamon to put around the top just to show you guys how it would be, and then I will read the little poem thing I've got for like the website. Alexia says, oh, I've read that, sorry. I made prosperity oil and stuffed it full of cinnamon sticks. And there you go, the cinnamon's like totally for Mabon. Angie said, you should, I support this idea. Yay, thank you. I so want to, like, I've done when I've been doing readings and stuff for myself and had readings done, it's as if the goddess is always constantly saying like creativity, like I've always had cards that are saying creation and creativity, and I'm like, I know, but I need to just set aside time. So I'm just going to pop off and pop out the room and get Cinnamon, so if you hear my dog barking or anything crazy, hey, at least my phone stayed up this time. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hi, sorry, I'm back. Yeah, the prosperity oil was good. I've never made any oils. When I made the incense for Lunasa, I loved it because like just bringing all those ingredients together, like the sunflower leaves and the lavender and the frankincense and just all that good stuff, and bringing it all in, it was like so cool. But I've never made an oil. Never made an oil yet. But yeah, no more. I know, I was like, at least my phone stayed up, honestly. So I've just got ground cinnamon, what am I doing? Just ground cinnamon, just normal cinnamon, you know, that you buy for the store. And I just put it all the way around. Obviously cinnamon is bringing in abundance and prosperity, so it's a real good amplifier for this kind of spell, and blessings and just all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what it looks like with the cinnamon. I'm trying not to like turn my phone round so it doesn't fall over. But yeah, so you just put the cinnamon round it. Like I said earlier, the White Witch Parlour puts it in a bowl of water with salt. I'm going to do that tonight, and then I'm going to light it tonight. Usually she does it the next day, but I would like to do it tonight just because for me Mabon is the 22nd and the 23rd, but I would just prefer to do it tonight. So once I do that, once I get off the live and sort my bowl and everything like that, I'll take pictures when I light it, and I'll put it in the I'm trying to say, in the event, under my event, so that you guys can see it, and you can add your own, and you can share what you've want to bring in. Like Angie wants to bring in all the business side of things. If you don't want to try it, that's totally okay. You can just like look at everybody else's and get an idea for maybe next time. So the little poem thing that I've got down that she puts up on her page is: red apples of delight, carved out to hold candles of white, written wish or word, written wish or word, let them bathe in cleansing energy of salt, and upon the break of day, light each candle, there's another bit I never saw, to receive the wish or thanks you may. And then you just, so upon the break of day, light each candle to receive the wish or thanks you may, and then it says at the bottom, you may sprinkle cinnamon to like empower like the spell type thing and bring in that good abundance, and that's why I do that too. And yeah, and you just light it on like the eve, like what for me I'm doing it on the eve of Mabon, but you can do it the next day. And oh yeah, getting rid of the apples. I've had a few people ask in the past, like what do you do once it's done? For me, I left it on my altar for a long time because of what I'd inscribed on it, and then I just gave thanks to the goddess and the universe, and I just kind of buried it, not too deep, just in the garden, and then I just like disposed of it. But usually in the autumn time I do put out like apples that I've used for spell work, or if I use any pumpkin or anything like that, I always put it out for the wildlife because we get a lot of birds and squirrels and foxes here, so I usually put it out for them. Obviously no the ones that are covered in cinnamon, but if once I've done the apple spell, once the apple's really worn down, I will go and like put it in the garden, or I'll maybe just wrap it up and dispose it, but I always give thanks to the goddess and the universe and just say thank you and bring all that good stuff in. So yeah, so that's just the rest of my wee notes, and that's us really. So the only thing that would be left to do is to inscribe your words, put the cinnamon round the top, and then put it in a bowl of water, or if you don't want to do the bowl of water, you can just light it. I'll probably put it in a bowl with a wee bit of water later, and then I'll light it tonight once it kind of gets dusky, so probably about 7ish for me, my time. So yeah, that's us, guys. That's all I have. So if you guys have any questions, or you want to share anything, or you want to share anything about Mabon or anything like that. Sorry if I was a wee bit repetitive. I just, when Alexia joined and I knew it was just Alexia that joined, I thought I'll just go over the rest of the spell again. But for anybody coming back to join at a later date, whether it's tomorrow or another day, just join in as if you were live and add like anything, whether you've tried something like this before, or what do you do for Mabon, what do you bake, what do you do, what's your kind of plans. Also, I'm going to make, hopefully later if I get the ingredients, because when I was at the shop I was just very focused on getting something else for this phone because I did not want it to fall down. But I'm going to make little apple wreaths that they're like a little, I don't know what they're even called, I just call them wreaths because that's the shape. So you cut the apple like just normal slices, and then you cut a circle, or you use like, you know, the kind of piping bag things, and you use the circle to take like the core out, and then you wrap puff pastry around it, and you like you dust it down with like egg whites, and then you put cinnamon over it and sugar it and bake it in the oven. Like they look so good, and I bet they taste amazing, so I'm going to definitely do that. If I get it done tonight, then I'll be happy because then I'll have a wee treat, but if it has to be tomorrow, then that's okay too. Alexia says, we used to stick cloves into the apples for luck and prosperity during the colder months, and stick the cloves into the apples to form shapes like stars, hearts, etc. It can also be done with oranges. Yeah, I love that. I see a lot of people doing that for like the Yule time with the oranges. Angie said, I'm celebrating being a crone and turning 55 on Wednesday. Oh, Angie, Wednesday this week. Yeah, my birthday's just passed too, so thank you so much for my card. Obviously on the other group, but yeah, my birthday was the 16th, so yeah, and I turned 41, and I kept saying, oh, I'm 40 again because I was like, don't want to be 41. Olivia says, I made a cinnamon apple bread last night for Mabon. Oh, that is amazing, that sounds so good. I usually make apple, like something with apple in it, so yeah, I love that. But yeah, if you guys don't have any questions or anything you want to add, I'll probably pop off in a wee minute. Sorry Andrew, you've said it says slow connection, I don't know why. Happy birth month, and you're welcome. Yay. Yeah, thank you so much, and you too. I love having an autumnal birthday, I love it. But yeah, any questions, comments, anything, you know, you can pop it in the event. If you want to do the spell and you forgot something, or you want to ask a question or anything like that, you can pop that in there. But yeah, simple and effective, quick little spell to do, and I'm so glad I've done this on Mabon, because usually I've done it before Mabon, so I'm excited to add in some more little bits and put it on my altar later and light it and just celebrate this good season. I absolutely adore this Sabbath, like it is my favourite. But yeah, oh, Angie says, I did a cinnamon apple bread last weekend too, and Alexia said apple and cinnamon were made for each other, really. Yeah, they were like so made for each other, definitely. But yeah guys, so I'm going to pop off. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Good afternoon from me, from a very cloudy Scotland now, because it looks like it's going to rain. And yeah, so I hope you try that little spell for Mabon, bringing in all the good stuff for the Sabbath. And Atina, I hope things get better, because I feel like it's been a bit chaotic recently too. Oh yeah, Alexia, the brown sugar, so these wreaths, like I said, it's kind of like, it makes the apples look like this kind of heart shape, and then when you wrap the pastry around and you do the sprinkling of the sugar and the brown sugar, it just looks so good. I cannot wait. Like, I really want to make them tonight. I probably should make them tomorrow when I've got more time, but I'm like, I want to make it tonight. But the brown sugar too, yeah. Angie says, thank you Carol and have a blessed rest of Mabon. Yeah, I will do, thank you so much. And sorry if I've been a bit like all over. I just was like, when I seen Alexia joining, I was like, oh, I'll just go over it again because it is nice to, like, you know, just catch you guys up. But don't worry about joining late or anything like that. You can always, for any live, like, you can always replay. Always. Thanks for the great live. I will replay what I missed. Thank you, Alexia. Thank you. And Angie says share photos. I will definitely share photos when I like the apple. I will put the photo in the event, and when I make the apple wreaths, I will definitely share photos too. I really will. But thank you so much guys for joining me. Have an amazing, blessed Mabon. I hope this season brings you everything, every bit of abundance that you need and that you wish and that your heart desires. And I hope you have a good September, and I hope you have a good rest of your day for Mabon, and I hope it's good and lots of blessings. And have a good day and blessed be. Thank you so much for joining me guys. Bye.